Good evening, all of you. Am I audible? I just set this a bit. Yes. Am I audible? Okay. Thanks, Girisha. Thanks for the confirmation. Good evening, all of you. Good evening, Yash, Saswati, Archita, Girisha, Ayush, Samantray. There might be some lagging, but that's all because of the internet connection. Yes. Good evening, Aditya, Himanshu, Arya Shlok, Deepmala, Pushpak, your names. Those who text me, those who write in the chat, I do take their names. And yes, good evening, Chitra. So before we start into the class, let me ask a question to all of you. How are you all? Because we are meeting almost after a gap of 2 weeks. So how are you all? Write me in one word. Write me in one word. By the time that others join, write me in one word. How are you? Okay, nice to see you, ma'am, after such a long break. Yes, I took a break, of course, and breaks are important to rejuvenate your energy back. Yes, Manvi, good evening. Yes, my question to all, how are you all? How are you? Ayush? Okay, doing well. Well, handsome, how are you? Okay. Okay, yeah. So, how are you? And his reply is handsome. Okay, I'm doing well. Fine, fine. Fine, okay. Now, the next question to all of you is listen to me carefully. Now, the next question, good evening, Sushri. The next question for all of you is, see, before getting into the lesson, I like to talk for 2-3 minutes so that we get into the lesson with full energy. Before we get into the lesson, my next question to all of you is, okay, he has written as fresh as Daisy. So he has watched my video of how are you. So you can go through the video and you can see what are the responses that you can actually give when somebody is asking you, how are you? Now, my next question is, how are you all feeling today? Write me a word. How do you feel now? I want a word of a feeling. How do you feel right now? See, when I asked, how are you, all of you replied, fine. But when I said, how are you feeling? Okay, yes, I got a reply, great. Fresh, I guess Aditya's spelling is wrong. I'm feeling good. Fresh, energetic, outstanding. I want some more words. Let me see how good your vocabulary is. How are you all feeling right now? Ma'am, very much excited, good, fresh, and fine. Good, fresh, and fine. Okay, that's it. So the new joinees, you all can also type, okay, miss, I'm feeling fresh and good. Okay, so do you all know what is today's lesson about? If yes, you can type down the lesson. What's the lesson all about today? Acha, this is how you feel? Peace? Past perfect tense. Past perfect tense. So just a reminder to all of you that we have already, okay, somebody has replied cool. So he is feeling cool right now. Fine. Yes. Good evening. Somebody texted me, I think. Good evening, Dheeraj. Okay. Now, see, listen, let me tell you one thing that before getting into the lesson, sorry, some part of tenses, we have already covered present tense, that's already done. And then we have started past tense. We finished till past continuous. Let me tell you one thing, there is a difference between simple past and past perfect tense, and that is what I'm going to highlight today. Yes, good evening Suraj and Jyoti. So past perfect tense discuss करने से पहले let us all know, we all know already, but let us all know that what we use in past perfect tense, because many of you are new. I mostly find many of you like Jyoti, Manvi, Dheeraj. So what is verb 1, verb 2? Just a moment. If I talk about verbs, which are very essential to frame sentences, so just a quick revision. If I say verb 2, verb 3, what do I mean? Verb 1 means your, okay, Shruti, good evening. Verb 1 का मतलब है आपका जो base form होता है वो. Verb 2 आपका past form जो है, which goes under simple past form जो है वो. And verb 3 is past participle. You may find the word little difficult to remember, but V3 is past participle. Verb का जो 3, we have 3-4 columns. उसका जो third column होता है, that generally we say third column. So that is past participle, and that is what we need in this. Yes, Pushpa, your answer is absolutely correct. Present है, past participle है, और perfect tense के लिए past participle is needed. That is why I always tell you all to go through the verb chart carefully. That's the base or the funda, or I can say the foundation. Now, before I get into what is past perfect, let me give you an example. Take a situation. Let us take a situation where you all might be watching Bollywood movies a lot. So what happens in Bollywood movies? When the police comes to the main, I can say the main location, the thief runs away. So here, if I want to frame the sentence, let's take this example. Now this point is now, ये अभी है. Okay. Now let us say that the police arrived at 7 o'clock. Right? The police arrived at 7 o'clock and the thief, they fled at 6:50 p.m. Right? So this is now present. The police arrived at 7 o'clock to the scene and the thieves, they fled at 6:50. So how will you frame the sentence? Do you think both the sentence will be simple past? क्या हम इसे ऐसे लिखेंगे? The thief fled as before the police arrived. The thief fled before the police arrived. In this sentence, the meaning is like this. The thief fled before the police arrived. Police arrived होते ना होते ही, what happened? The thief fled. That means seeing the police, police को देख के ही thief left. Because यहाँ पे this sentence is simple past and this sentence is also simple past. But you want to bring an effect where you want to say that this action took place first and this action took place second. Because the thief fled at 6:50 and the police arrived at 7. So in that case, what we have to do? The first action had to be made past perfect. Otherwise, the meaning doesn't come. the first sentence has to be made past perfect. The first sentence should be made past perfect and the second sentence should be simple past. This means that before the police arrived, the thief had fled. I hope, am I clear till now? Or else I will be repeating it. Is it clear? See, if the video is somewhere stuck or if there is any voice issues, that is all because of the internet connection. If the video is stuck, it starts playing after some time. So over here, we have this one, which is action 1. Sorry. Over here, it is action 1, and here it is action 2. So what happens? The rule is action 1 जो है वो हमेशा past perfect में express होता है, and action 2 is expressed in simple past. I hope you can understand action 1 क्या है. Action 1 is जो action पहले हुआ है, that is action 1. जो action बाद में होता है, that is action 2. I'll give you another example. I did not eat my food because I had eaten in a restaurant. I did not eat my food because I had eaten in a restaurant. So which part is action 1? Which part is action 1? I didn't eat food at home because I had eaten it in a restaurant. Which part of the sentence is action 1? You can write in short. Action 1, home. Action 2, restaurant, whatever. Give a clue, give a word so that I can understand. I repeat my sentence. I didn't eat my food at home because I had eaten it in a restaurant. I didn't eat my food. Ayush, Samutrai, listen to me carefully. I didn't eat my food at home because I'll write it down. It's better because see, you have to first identify which is action 1 and which is action 2. If you can identify action 1 and action 2, then this is done. Because action 1 is always past perfect. Action 2 goes under simple past. Somebody has written eaten. I did because I had eaten in a hotel. I'm writing it in short. I'm writing it hotel. I hope the board is visible, right? Am I writing too? Now over here, I didn't eat at home. मैंने घर में खाना नहीं खाया था. क्यों? Why? Because I had eaten in a restaurant. So what? कौन सा action पहले हुआ है? What do you think? Which action has taken place first? My stomach is full. So the first action is I had eaten in a restaurant. Second action is I went home, and that is the reason I didn't eat anything. So which is the first action? The first action is this. So identifying the first action is very important. Then comes the second action. So if this is first action, this should be in past perfect. This is the second action, so this should be in simple past. So this action 1 and action 2, is it clear? जब भी कोई sentence आता है, अगर उसमें past perfect है होना है, फिर simple past भी करना है. Do not get confused. कहाँ पे past perfect होगा, कहाँ पे simple past होगा. You have to first apply this trick कि action 1 कौन सा है, action 2 कौन सा है, which if you read the sentence, you can understand. Because if you have a little bit of common sense, then by reading the sentence, you can clearly understand which is action 1 and which is action 2. Am I clear? I'll give you some more examples where you need to tell me which is action 1 and action 2. That is because of the internet connection out there. If it's clear, I'll give you some sentences. You have to just tell me which is action 1 and action 2. Okay, I'll give you one more situation. See, all these are based on situations. So I'll give you a situation over here. Listen to the situation carefully. I went to his home. Fine. I couldn't meet him. Now the question is why? The question is why? Okay. You have to frame a sentence now. Fled मतलब भाग जाना, मान भी. Fled मतलब भाग जाना. Fled is the past and the past participle of the word flee. Flee का past और past participle है fled. Fled मतलब भाग जाना कहीं से. रफू चक्कर हो जाना, as we say in Hindi, right? So the right word, instead of saying the thief ran away, it's better to use a better vocabulary and say fled. Hotel home. Okay. Now see. This one, I went to his home, I couldn't meet him. I hope this much is clear. I went to his home, I couldn't meet him. Why? Because he was not there at home, he had gone to his office. Is it clear? So tell me over here, which is the first action and which is the second action? I repeat once again. I went to his home, I couldn't meet him. I went to his home, I couldn't meet him. Why? Because he left for his office. So which action is first? There are two actions in the sentence. One is leaving office, one is going to his home. Leaving office and going to his home. Meet, not meet. Leaving office and going to his home. I'll frame the sentence for you. I went to his home, but he had already left for work. He had already left for work. He had, yes, the first action is leaving office. See, अगर इतना एक समझ में आ गया, then it is all done. First action आप कौन सा है, second action कौन सा है, if you identify, then there is no confusion in the exam. If you get sentences, identify which is the first action, identify which is the second action, put it according to this. See, I think that you should not learn grammar. Understanding is very important. That is the reason I take these classes. If you understand, you will remember it throughout your life. If you learn, you may not succeed in your exams because learning will never help you in grammar. It is like mathematics. So I went to his home, but he had already left for his work, so I couldn't meet him. He had already left for his home for his work. This is action 1. वो 7 बजे काम में चला गया. I reached his home at 7:15. So this first action, past perfect. You can remember this rule. Action 1, I hope it's visible. Past perfect. Action 2 is simple past. Is it clear? Yes, Divyanshi, good evening. Now, before I give you some more sentences, can you frame a sentence? See, I will come to you. Why to use past perfect? Why not to frame in simple past? I will come to you. But can you frame a sentence of your own where you have these two different kind of structure? जैसे कि एक sentence में दो, a long sentence with two different parts, जिसमें एक है action 1, एक है action 2. Action 1 in past perfect and action 2 is in simple past. Yes. Type it and send me. Spin your mind. Dekho, how much you can think. Let me see how much you can imagine and write a sentence. pressure cooker blasted. It will not be was blasted, Yash. It is only blasted. Was हटाओ, passive नहीं, active structure होगा. Okay, I just need a confirmation. Somendra said my video is blurry. Is it so? Is my video not clear? Just any one of you give me a thumbs up, or you can write down no, not clear. A pressure cooker blasted. Yes, now it's fine. So you always keep yourself updated about what is happening in the internet world. When I reached at the birthday party, I cannot read. I have to use my phone. When I reached at the birthday party, no one was there. Whose is this? Suman Sharma, I think this is Chitra. Chitra, यहाँ पे आपका past perfect कहाँ है? कहाँ है past perfect sentence में? Past perfect होना चाहिए ना? Past perfect उसमें है नहीं. Chitra, please change your sentence. Not clear. Acha, yes, ma'am, it is clear now. See, I'm getting confused. Saswati, I'll take your sentence. I had went to my sister's house. Dear, it is I had gone. V3. That is why I always say verb. आप लोग पहले verb करो. I had gone to my sister's house, but she was not there. Absolutely. No, it's not correct. See over here what you've done. I had gone to my sister's house, but she was not there. ये उल्टा हो गया. First action is she was not there. So she had gone out. No, sentence, something is wrong in the sentence. I went to the mall, but it had already closed. Correct. Had कहाँ है श्रेयांशु? Past perfect में had जरूरी है. Where is had? And come on, don't forget the structure. I told you had plus V3. When I went to play cricket, all the players went away. Past perfect kahan hai Soumendra? I had gone to the shop, but the shopkeeper was busy. I had gone to the shop. Which action is first? Shopkeeper busy hona, that is action 1, I think. Dheeraj, no, something wrong. Change it. I tied up. As I had eaten a lot of chicken. I tied up. I tired or I was tired up? I read yours. Pushpak, I have already read yours. You have written I tired up. It's not tired up. I was tired up. I went to the park, but see, I'll give you the best example which you find in most of the books. The patient had died before the doctor arrived. Best example. Though it is not a good example, of course. The sentence is absolutely, should not be. Bhagwan kare aisa na ho. But this is the best example to explain you all that the patient had died before the doctor arrived. So patient had died. So which was? Patient had died. So this is action 1, past perfect. Doctor arrived, simple past, action 2. I was bored because I had studied for 3 hours. I had Atish, gone. Now I can't make your silly corrections. You can frame sentences and give me, I'll correct it, but you are making silly errors. As her television, we went to the zoo, but the lion had come. Girisha, come. Had come. But it had already closed for this night. Closed. Don't add night together. Okay. Come to the next structure. Come to the next part. When I reached the station, the train had left or had already left. So can you tell me which is the first action? Which is the first action over here? No, Dheeraj, had, you have used it twice. In both the sentences, you have made it past perfect. Change it. Change it, Dheeraj. Reached station is action. Reached station is action 2. Which is action 1 then? Train left. Write down in full. You have only written train left. When I reached is action 2. The train had left is action 1. So according to the rule, action 1 should be past perfect. The train had left is the first action, and when I reached the station is the second action. This is the first action, this is the second action. I went to the shop and I couldn't meet the shopkeeper as he had gone to his village. Adhya, your sentence is not correct. Last one. As he had gone to his village. Had gone to his village. Now, a very important part in this past tense. Use past perfect only when there are two consecutive actions. Past perfect वहीं पे use करना है जहाँ पे दो consecutive actions रहता है. एक action 1, the other is action 2. If it is just one action, then make it action 1. That is, make it past. Make it past, simple past. For example, I went to my village. This is only one simple sentence, simple past, that's it. Do not confuse and then write I had gone to my village. Until you have something in the paragraph or in the coming lines, in the next lines, to show that this action is related to some other action, don't use past perfect. Avoid using past perfect if you are writing a paragraph. Only use it when there are two consecutive actions. अगर दो consecutive actions होता है तभी use करना है. Simple कोई sentence है तो don't make it simple. Don't use past perfect. Make it simple past. One sentence, simple past, enough, over. Do not complicate it. Only when there are two different actions, both of them had both of them had happened in past, and both of them are interrelated to each other, and one action happened first, second action happened next, then only used past perfect for the first action. Otherwise, make it simple. I have seen many students asking that, ma'am, here it is, why can't I write I had gone to my village? It is not needed, जरूरी नहीं है. यहाँ पे ये वाला सेंटेंस दूसरे सेंटेंस से लिंक नहीं है, तो यहाँ पे past perfect unnecessary. Why do we need to put? We can simply frame this sentence in simple past and keep your sentence. I hope I'm clear. I'm giving you a sentence. You have to complete the sentence. I didn't watch the movie. I didn't watch the movie because dash. Listen to the question carefully. I didn't watch the movie because dash. In this dash, you have to fill it with a sentence of past perfect tense. Fill sentence in past perfect tense. Sentence in past perfect tense. I didn't watch the movie because it had already started. Okay, I didn't watch the movie because I had my test. No, again your answer is wrong. Tomorrow is future, and you have written had. No, it had worst. It had worst reviews. No, what is the need of making it in past perfect? Reviews तो reviews होता है. उसको past perfect में डालने से no need. No, Chitra, you have to frame a sentence in past perfect. I have given you because I had been late. I had been late. No. Somebody has written yes. Yes for what? I didn't watch the movie because I've already seen it for 1,000 times. Okay. This is an acceptable answer, Pushpak, but then 1,000 times you can please remove that 1,000 times. Who watches a movie 1,000 times? I didn't watch the movie because I had no tickets because it had not launched due to pandemic. Okay. I didn't watch the movie because I had already watched it. Because I had already watched it. I didn't watch the movie because I had already watched it. Hope it is clear so far. So we'll go to the next part. The next part is the simplest one. What you have to do is, because the electricity had gone. Okay, fine, Divyanshi, your answer is correct. Your answer is correct. We'll take a simple sentence in past perfect and because I didn't watch the movie because I had not reached Sri on time. No, had not. It will be had not. Delete this one. I had gone to the shopping. I didn't watch the movie because it was boring to me. Okay, you have to make it because I had seen it a number of times. Okay. The next part is a very simple one. I had met him. I had met him. Right? It's a simple sentence in past perfect. Now it is an affirmative, it is in positive. Change it to negative, change it to question, that is yes no question, and change it to a WH question where the underlined word is him. This we do every time just to make you clear that we can change one sentence affirmative से positive हो सकता है, positive से negative हो सकता है. I had met him as this lesson is on past perfect, so this is an example of past perfect. I had met him. Change it to negative, change it to yes no, change it to a W question. The underlined word is him. So many messages deleted. Yes. Answers. I had not met him. Have you met him? Question mark, Vinisha. Whom did you meet is wrong. Whom did you met? That part is wrong, Vinisha. That is the reason I have given this sentence. I hadn't met him. Had I met him? When I had met him. Are when kahan hai? Him is not talking about time. I have not met him. No. Had I met him? No, no. Again, your answers are not correct. I hadn't met him. No, Chitra. Have kahan se aaya? Past tense hai, past perfect hai. Chitra, you are using have. It is past perfect. Had hai, had. Whom had you met? Yes, correct. Whom had you met? It's not whom had I met, it's whom had you met. I had not met him. Do you have met him? No. Sushri, wrong. I had not met him. Had I met him? Had I? Okay. No, no. Stranshu, your answer is not correct. I had not met him. You can contract it and you can also write down hadn't. Had I met him? Or you can make it a negative question. You can write down hadn't I met him? And the next one is whom had you met? It's whom had you met? I hope my handwriting is visible. Whom have you met? Yes, whom had you met? Had I met or had you met? Okay, the next, another sentence. I hope you've seen the answers. I'm going to the next sentence. I had decided what to do. See, I'm giving you a little complicated sentence. Where had you met him? How come, Amrita, it is where? If you go back to the sentence, I rubbed the board, it was underlined him. Him was underlined, and for him we don't use where. Where is used for place. So why have you written here where? It will not be where. I hope I'm clear, Amrita. You can recheck. You can go back to the video and you can see what was the question. Because your WH question is wrong. I had decided what to do. Change it to negative, change it to yes, no, change it to WH. And for WH, this is the underlined part. Yes, I'm not getting any reply. I had decided what to do. I had decided what to do. I hadn't decided what to do. Correct, Manvi, your answer is correct. The first part is correct. I guess there's a lot of internet issues nowadays because of this growing online sessions. And it always happens. There's always net connectivity problem. I have not decided what to do. Had you decided what to do? Question mark, Girisha. What had you decided? Decided, D is missing. D is missing. I hadn't decided what to do. Had I decided what to do? What had you decided to do? Okay, correct. Have I decided what to do? It's had. It is had, Manvi. I have not decided what to do. Had you decided what to do? Fine, okay. What had you decided? Decided spelling wrong, Ayush. I hadn't decided what to do. Had you decided what to do? What had you decided to do? Okay. Fine. Now coming to the time elements, the last part of this structure is coming to the time element. Which are the time elements that we use? हम past perfect के साथ कौन सा time elements use करते हैं? With every tense we have some time element. For example, simple present के साथ rarely, frequently, mostly, these words we use. In the same way, for different tenses we have different time element. For this the time element is, okay, before that let me write down this for you. I haven't decided what to do. Have you decided? I'm not writing it full. It's have you decided what to do? What had you decided? What have you decided? And talking about, yes, very good, Aditya, you are right. Talking about the time elements that we use two time elements which are very commonly used. One is already and one is just. Already use होता है और just use होता है. We use already and we use just. So, frame a sentence using just. Frame a sentence using just. Yes, I understand. There's a lot of network connectivity today. Yes. The final one. Frame a sentence using just. Past perfect होना जरूरी है उसमें. Now just है तो कोई भी structure मत add कर देना. You have made it in past perfect. A sentence in past perfect in which you will use just. Keep it in mind. Past perfect मतलब had plus V3 होता है. Had होता है V3 होता है. This much at least you can retain in your mind. Had है V3 है. You have to use just. I had just completed my homework, correct. I had just joined the session, correct. But then this just does not mean abhi abhi. You are actually referring to a point in past. Past में कुछ हुआ था, उसको आप refer करके just बोल रहे हो. Doesn't mean that you are in present. I hadn't decided what to do. Had you decided what to do? What had you decided? Okay. I had just drunk. Drunk. It is D-R-U-N-K. I think I should take a quiz on forms of verbs because see, so poor you all are. You are writing the forms also wrong. Go ka V3 gone. Drink ka V3 drunk. So you need to know these forms. I had just eaten watered rice. So Pushpak, if you have eaten watered rice, then you should go and sleep because that induces a lot of sleep. I went to the office just before he had gone. I went to the office just, it will be just after. Action 1, action 2. If you look at that rule, it should be just after he had gone or just after he had left. I had just completed my marketing. Okay, I had just sushi, made, had V3, made. Please, you are not supposed to make errors in verbs. I had just arrived in Delhi. Fine, correct answer. I don't know who is this, Nitish or Padmini. I had just come. V3 is come. Okay, now Ayush is actually going out of India. He's in Rome and Italy. The sentence is correct. We had just done our workout, correct? Just. We had just. So, can you tell me what is the next structure? Can you tell me what is the next structure? After past perfect, what's the next structure? I had just read a chapter, so I don't want to. No, it will be I have over here. Sentence का meaning से have हो जाता है. I had just finished my homework. Padmini, don't say myself Padmini. Say I am Padmini. I think I took a session where I told you how to introduce yourself. And when you're introducing, better to say I am Padmini. My name is Padmini. Do not write myself. That's wrong. Yes, correct. Pushpa, Kirisha, Aditya. Right. So you all know what is the series of tenses. That is past perfect continuous. Again, past perfect continuous is a very simple. I mean to say not simple, but it is not so widely used. But as it is, we are going in a pattern. We will do it. And past perfect continuous is again has some relation to past perfect. अच्छा, before that I want to tell you one more thing. Past perfect का और एक important usage है जब हम reported speech करते हैं. Reported speech मतलब direct indirect speech जब करते हैं तब present perfect जो होता है वो convert हो जाता है past perfect. So this is again an important point which I forgot. Yes, correct Amrita, you said this is correct. This is something that I teach when we are doing the past perfect. Where are the usage? So this is again another usage. When you are doing reported speech, direct indirect speech, if it is present perfect, it changes to past perfect. Yes, it changes to past perfect. So there again you need this structure. And past perfect structure is also used in conditional sentences. If you have attended the session on conditional structures, conditional, can anybody tell me in which conditional do we use past perfect? कौन से conditional structure में हम past perfect use करते हैं? Those who have attended my session. Conditional 1, conditional 2, 0, 3. In which conditional do we use past perfect tense? Past perfect tense. There's a lot of lagging today. Yes, Pushpak, I know film stars. Don't tell me about film stars. Nowadays, I was never a fan of film stars, but nowadays, due to this, owing to this, so many scandals and cases of nepotism, taking of drugs, I myself am completely against watching any movies. I don't watch any movies. I'm not a fan of any star. So film stars, you can see, they always say myself. Yes, which conditional has past perfect? It's type 3. Somebody has written 3. Chitra has written, Arishlo, Girisha. It's type 3. Do not forget, everything is interlinked, and that is the reason why I am focusing so much on tenses. अगर आपका tense एक बार clear हो जाता है, then everything is easy for you. You can write paragraphs, you can write your answers in literature, you can frame sentences, English, I can say 25% of English is done if your tense is clear. Fine. Okay, fine, got it. So at the end, as I told you, one is in report speech we use it. Second is we use it in conditional sentences, right? So these are the next Netflix series. Okay, this fellow is always thinking about that. And the first usage that I told you in the beginning was when there are, you can go through it again. अगर दोनों एक्शन में कोई कनेक्शन है, कोई रिलेशन है, तो एक्शन 1 पास्ट परफेक्ट होता है, एक्शन 2 is simple past. I hope I'm clear because it's time to end the session. Just give me a thumbs up. Ma'am, can you repeat? Okay, I said that past perfect is used when there are two actions in past. Past में दो action हुआ है जिसमें कि दोनों action में कोई relation है, उसमें से दोनों की timings are different. एक action 1 है, एक action 2 है, तो in that case action 1 is past perfect, action 2 is simple past. That's it. Is it clear, all of you? Fine then. So I think we should end the session right now. I hope it is clear to you, Priyanka. Yes. Okay. I'll be ending the session right now. So it was nice to connect with you after 2 weeks. Hopefully we are again meeting in the next week, and yes, you will be informed about the same. Okay. So very good night to all of you. Take care and stay safe. Yes, poetic devices, Aditya, poetic devices. I'm thinking of taking a class on poetic devices. I'll probably take a class on Saturday. I have not yet finalized. But yes, you will be getting the information. Because poetic devices, see, tenses, students are having a phobia for tenses. Poetic devices, again, students will have kind of a phobia to do this. So anyway, I have planned to take a session coming Saturday. In case that is finalized, I'll inform you, Aditya. Okay, bye-bye. Bye all of you and good night.